my husband and I are both entrepreneurs, and I know for my 18-year-old, she grew up in network marketing. So she had a completely different philosophy from the beginning from what everybody else would probably see, just seeing us home. We took vacations different. Our vacations were surrounded around whatever the big conference was. And so I remember, her teacher like, okay, y'all going back to Vegas for what? Like, what's going on? It's not spring break, or it's not this, or it's not that. So we don't play by the rules when you're an entrepreneur, not the rules that the world has set. So, you already understand that you're going to attract differently. In fact, I think it makes it sometimes a little awkward, like you just mentioned, with building relationships, because most of the people that are doing things traditionally think a certain kind of way. You already think it at a different level. And so now to them, you're like, what are you talking about? Because your dreams, your goals, and your visions are so big. They see you home throughout the day, whereas most people go to work for a certain time. So my kids, they know I work, but like, not the traditional work. Mom has a microphone in her hand. That's just what they know. Mom, you going to work? You going to have the microphone? Like that's work. It's not like I'm going to, And so I believe that it's really, really important because things are changing. In 2019, kids are exposed to a lot more than what we were exposed to when we didn't have social media and we didn't have reality TV. And so their goals, their dreams, their visions have been expanded because now they see. So if we don't connect as parents to what they want, then they no longer want to even listen to us because they feel like our ideas and thoughts are antiquated. So I believe that it's important, it's really important into building a relationship with them and in connecting with them to understand the times that we're in and provide them real options. Otherwise, they end up seeking for someone to give them that guidance. Like you mentioned, Marina, it's important for us to be that example first. Opposed to them, because honestly, I have 2 daughters. My son is the youngest, a king is 4, a legacy is 5, my daughter is 18. What they also exposed to is not always good examples, but it becomes kind of the standard. And unfortunately, especially with young girls, I believe that the standards have been set so low. Like the things that are praised in 2019 when I was a girl was things that that was not the goal. And now they glamorize the lowest standard. And so now girls, to become glamorous, they want that life, and it's here. And so if we are not that example to show them you can look good, you can dress nice, you can ride nice, you can have all of these amazing things, you can travel around the world, you can get your money up, you can do all of that, but you don't have to be low class. You don't have to be, I don't want to start saying certain names, but I have a responsibility as a woman. See, what I believe is, don't get me to talking, I believe that I have an assignment. I believe that there's an audience that I'm called to. I believe that if I don't show up and show that girl that you can still look good, you can still dress nice, you can still get your money, you can still be respectful, and you don't have to lower your standards. You don't have to ask permission. You can be exactly who God called you to be, and you can honor him and still look good. It is important in 2019 that women rise up. The queens rise up. We need the queens back at the top. The queens that hold their head up high. And they still go do what they need to do. They do it with class. They do it with grace. They do it with poise. Because if you are not careful, the world is going to raise your daughters. The world is going to raise your sons. And they're going to have a totally different narrative for them. We have a responsibility in 2019. Our kids are exposed to more than they've ever been exposed to before. And sometimes it breaks my heart because I'm not mad at that woman who had to go through a hard time, who didn't have nobody to love her, to be there for her, to show her, and to guide her. I'm not upset at her. I love her too. She has a story. She has a voice. But because some of the women here who has an anointing on their life, who has a call on their life, is choosing to be quiet, that other woman decided to step up in your position. And now she's teaching what she don't know to your kids. See, what I'm telling you right now is there's a woman right now in the back of the room. You got a story. You got a voice. But what you don't realize is those voices that's in your head, that's telling you you can't, and reminding you of your past, and reminding you of the hurt, all of those things were designed to make you greater. It was designed to make you better. My daughter was born at 1 pound, 8 ounces. It couldn't take me out. I went through breast cancer at 25 What's your story? I gotta motivate myself. I gotta wake up in the morning sometimes when I'm dealing with things in real life, and I gotta tell me, you beautiful. So I say these things to myself to remind me, whatever the enemy trying to say in my head, I gotta say the opposite. I gotta be reminded of who God said that I am. I am bold. I am beautiful. I am the one. I am the one. You gotta start telling yourself that right now. Say, I'm bold. I'm beautiful. I'm powerful. I'm the boss. I am the one. I'm royalty. Here's the reality. Here's the reality. Everybody's not going to like you. Especially when you start to figure out exactly who you are. Everybody's not supposed to like you. See, what you don't understand is that the people that was designed to come into your destiny to be destiny blockers were still there to benefit you, because everything that happens to you is to promote you. Stop getting so emotional about your haters and understand that they're a part of the process. Ladies, love on one another authentically. They got people that I know don't like me. Am I supposed to not like them? Am I supposed to be the way they are to me? Because love conquers all. Love conquers all. You got so much greatness on the inside of you. And I know there's so many of you right in the back of this room right now with stories like Stefani, who's going to be on this stage because you did not quit, because you believe. You did not use your kid as an excuse. You used them as a reason, and you did it what you needed to do to make it happen. God bless you all. I'm excited.